don't like Chelsea, but they really hate Spurs. Can you see them just parking the bus here just to spoil that party, take a couple of points?
I think they'll...
Adrian has recently won his place back in goal. 2 games, 2 clean sheets. Like Spurs, they have the flexibility to switch from a back 3 to a 4. On the right, Sam Byram, who was sent off recently at Sunderland, back in tonight. So too Mark Noble in the middle. And Aaron Cresswell in for Arthur Masuaku, who played at Stoke last Saturday with a sore foot, but only lasted until half-time. Andy Carroll trained with the first-team squad yesterday, but he's not 100%. So along with Ayew and Lanzini, Jonathan Calleri keeps his place. For Spurs, Hugo Lloris, I'm sure boosted by his very first shutout against Arsenal last Sunday, when they played with a back 4, but Kyle Walker didn't start. He does tonight. He's recalled at right back for Kieran Trippier. That is the only change. Victor Wanyama arguably had his best game in a Tottenham shirt alongside Eric Dyer. The damage to Arsenal in terms of goals came from Dele Alli and the boy from just along the road from here, Walthamstow, Harry Kane. Miss whodunit. Away we go. West Ham unbeaten in 4. West Ham still feel, well, they need a point to get to 40. And again, an indication of the tension around the place. Harry Kane rushing his shot. He saw perhaps Adrian off his line, but he scuffed it really to get bodies forward. Ayew and Alderweireld goes across, and they had completely lost Lanzini. Completely lost him.
Haven't they just, yeah. So at the start, he might just be the man that can make something happen. And great work initially from Ayew.
Well, it was a square ball, really, for his fellow Argent. It's nicely done. Ayew in the middle. Byram coming in from the right wing-back position. Corner. Again, West Ham, when they do get on the attack, look dangerous.
Yeah, they won't be unhappy with his start, West Ham. There's a bit of...
And a high line from Spurs. Got a curve on it. And Kouyaté had to put a low power into it.
Yeah, that'll encourage West Ham. They can make something of these aerial duels.
Kane hits it well. Son following it up. Kane following it up. And Adrian, in the end, gets a very good foot to it, and with Spurs on the brink of breaking through, it flies up and over the bar.
Just exploded into life there, and it was a longer, more direct ball that finds Son. This time Kane does catch it well.
Son going out for a short corner. He's in to
Dyer just maybe trying to help it just into the area as much.
It's nicely done, and Lanzini, can he get there first? Was it handball? A follow-up from Kouyaté, and
a little disorganised. Lanzini making that run from deep, and it's off his knee, isn't it?
And Kouyaté still had a good chance.
Just off the knee. And he gets the ball first, and then he gets Lanzini.
Referee was in a... Eriksson going to have a crack here. I think there was a little deflection on it.
Well, we saw at Palace what he can do from distance. This time on his left side.
Players around with gestures, but Walker goes on. That's a fine ball for Son. Tottenham could be in this time. Well, they were in this time, but he didn't really connect. Christian Eriksen wasn't the most difficult save. He could have made it much harder for the Hammers there.
Yeah, lovely stuff from Carl
Eriksen. For Son. This looks more like Spurs. Oh, and a good save by Adrian. That was arrowing towards the bottom corner.
Yeah,
done very well, the Spaniard.
Yeah, Kyle Walker bombing on the outside. Allows Son just to come in half a yard, give him a bit of space.
Gets his cross in at the second attempt. Might fall West Ham's way, Ayew's way, Lanzini's way! Well, it was a rare foray forward, but what an effective one. Numbers paid off, the ball bounced around, and when it fell to Lanzini, he couldn't miss.
Well, he's been heavily involved throughout.
Alderweireld taking a risk here. Caleri can finish Spurs off here, and he hasn't been able to do it. Hugo Lloris keeping Tottenham in the match and probably in the title race.
Well, it's symptomatic of how Tottenham have been defensively, just not themselves tonight. They have been rattled by
Fletcher for Snodgrass, for Fletcher. No.
I don't like Chelsea, but they really hate Spurs. Can you see them just parking the bus here just to spoil that party, take a couple of points?
I think they'll...
Adrian has recently won his place back in goal. 2 games, 2 clean sheets. Like Spurs, they have the flexibility to switch from a back 3 to a 4. On the right, Sam Byram, who was sent off recently at Sunderland, back in tonight. So too Mark Noble in the middle. And Aaron Cresswell in for Arthur Masuaku, who played at Stoke last Saturday with a sore foot, but only lasted until half-time. Andy Carroll trained with the first-team squad yesterday, but he's not 100%. So along with Ayew and Lanzini, Jonathan Caleri keeps his place. For Spurs, Hugo Lloris, I'm sure boosted by his very first shutout against Arsenal last Sunday, when they played with a back 4, but Kyle Walker didn't start. He does tonight. He's recalled at right back for Kieran Trippier. That is the only change. Victor Wanyama arguably had his best game in a Tottenham shirt alongside Eric Dyer. The damage to Arsenal in terms of goals came from Dele Alli and the boy from just along the road from here, Walthamstow, Harry Kane. Miss, who done it? Away we go. West Ham unbeaten in 4. West Ham still feel, well, they need a point to get to 40. And again, an indication of the tension around the place. Harry Kane rushing his shot. He saw perhaps Adrian off his line, but he scuffed it really.
To get bodies forward.
Ayew and Alderweireld goes across, and they had completely lost Lanzini. Completely lost him.
Haven't they just, yeah. Said at the start he might just be the man that can make something happen, and great work initially from Ayew.
Well, it was a square ball really for his fellow Argent. It's nicely done. Ayew in the middle. Byram coming in from the right wing-back position. Corner. Again, West Ham, when they do get on the attack, look dangerous.
Yeah, they won't be unhappy with his start, West Ham. There's a bit of...
On a high line from Spurs. Got a curve on it. And Kouyaté had to put a lot of power into it.
Yeah, that'll encourage West. They can make something of these aerial duels.
Kane hits it well. Son following it up. Kane following it up, and Adrian in the end gets a very good foot to it. And with Spurs on the brink of breaking through, it flies up and over the bar.
Just exploded into life there, and it was a longer, more direct ball that finds Son. This time Kane does catch it well.
Son going out for a short corner. He's in to
Dyer just maybe trying to help it just into the area as much.
It's nicely done, and Lanzini, can he get there first? Was it handball? A follow-up from Kouyaté, and
a little disorganised. Lanzini making that run from deep, and it's off his knee, isn't it?
And Kouyaté still had a good chance.
Just off the knee. And he gets the ball first, and then he gets Lanzini.
Referee was in a... Eriksson going to have a crack here. I think there was a little deflection on it.
Well, saw at Palace what he can do from distance. This time on his left side.
Players around with gestures, but Walker goes on. That's a fine ball for Son. Tottenham could be in this time. Well, they were in this time, but he didn't really connect. Christian Eriksen wasn't the most difficult save. He could have made it much harder for the Hammers there.
Yeah, lovely stuff from Carl
Eriksen for Son. This looks more like Spurs. Oh, and a good save by Adrian. That was arrowing towards the bottom corner. Done very well, the Spaniard.
Yeah, Cole Walker bombing on the outside. Allows Son just to come in half a yard, give him a bit of space.
Gets his cross in at the second attempt. Might fall West Ham's way, Ayew's way, Lanzini's way! Well, it was a rare foray forward. But what an effective one. Numbers paid off. The ball bounced around. And when it fell to Lanzini, he couldn't miss.
Well, he's been heavily involved throughout.
Alderweireld taking a risk here. Caleri can finish Spurs off here, and he hasn't been able to do it. Hugo Lloris keeping Tottenham in the match and probably in the title race.
Well, it's symptomatic of how Tottenham have been defensively, just not themselves tonight. They have been rattled by
Fletcher for Snodgrass, for Fletcher, no.
Switch it up like